friends, it's Carol and welcome to Sunflower Country Farmhouse. I hope you are having a fabulous weekend. I wanted to start off today because the holidays are coming upon us, sharing with you some prints that I downloaded from Etsy and then I sent over to Walgreens to have printed. I'm so excited to share these. This first one, oh, I just love the snow. Just wonderful, wonderful. Here's another one that I purchased, and I will link these all down below for you, for the shops. So if you are interested in getting any of these, I have a lot of frames on my bookshelf in my living room, and I'm going to put all of these smaller ones in those. Here's another one. And then I have some bigger 11 by 14 size. And I think Walgreens had 60% off when I got these. So I got all of them for like $20. That was such a steal. This one is so pretty. And then I have this one. Now I did order some more and I've hung a couple on the wall and I have two just sitting in a frame in our pantry, but I will save those for later to show you. When I do my home tour of the house, you will see them. I'm so excited to show all those to you. But today, let's get into it. We're going to do a DYI on all these wreaths that I purchased, to just take them up a scale and hang them all out on my front porch. So I'm excited to share this with you and get them up. I'm getting ready to do a Thanksgiving tablescape this week, and then I'm going to start in on all my Christmas decorating. So if you like this video right off the bat, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and let's get into this. This year, since we are in our new home, I decided to have 6 wreaths out on the front porch. One on each door and then one in each window, and so there's 4 windows, and that's how I got my total of 6. I purchased these beautiful Real Touch wreaths from Walmart, and they are by the brand My Texas House. So I want to add a few things to kind of elevate the look of them. They already have beautiful frosted berries and pine cones, but I want to add a couple bells. Now these bells actually came from Walmart. I got them a pack of 6 for around $4.50, something like that. So I ended up buying 2 packages. They were 50% off. So I'm going to use these bells. I also purchased some red ribbon from Hobby Lobby. It's a red velvet ribbon, and I purchased about 10 of these because I have a lot of projects to use it on. And then I also got some floral wire, and that was also came from Hobby Lobby. Now my husband had this heavy duty Velcro out in the garage, so I'm going to use this. And I'm going to need some batteries because I'm also going to add some lighting. Now I purchased 6 of these 20 warm white dome LED lights, and these came from Walmart, $3.40 each. I'm going to need a pair of scissors and also my hot glue gun. So the first thing I'm going to do is take the 2 bells and put them on my wire. Looks like this, and I'm going to want to find a spot, a good spot in my wreath to go ahead and put one wire back and one to go over the front. I'm going to turn it over and tie it really, really tight. And I'm going to keep twisting, just like this. And what I'm going to do with these extra pieces of the wire in the back is I'm actually going to make a loop so that I will be able to hang the wreath on a hook really easy. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to kind of measure how big I want the hook. Go ahead and keep twisting here. Okay, so that is about right. So now I want to take one of these wires, tuck it back through where I looped it around the wreath. Pull that through. Okay. And we go ahead and twist some more. Because I really, really want to make sure this loop is here and it's not going to move. Go back through underneath here again. It's a little more challenging for me because I have arthritis in my fingers and my hands. Get it through. Okay. I'm just going to use these scissors, or you could use a pair of pliers to pull that through. Twist a little bit more, and then I'm just going to cut it off with some wire cutters. And I did get these wire cutters, I think last week, for around $4 or $5 at Hobby Lobby. All right, so once I have that, I'm just going to tuck it back down. And to really make sure that it's secure, I'm going to use a little hot glue. It's right here, just as a little bit of extra strength there. I'm going to go ahead and let that dry. I'm going to have a little close-up here for you so you can see how I made the loop. Now this thing is holding these bells in place. You also have created this loop to hang on a hook. It's been secured multiple times, and then a little bit of hot glue that's almost dry on it. So my next step is to take the beautiful velvet ribbon, and I'm going to measure the diameter of the wreath. And I want to double that because that's about how long I want my tails to be on my bow. And then we have a little bit here left to make the bow. I'm going to go ahead and cut one of the ends and fold the ribbon in half. And then take my scissors here and make a cut. So that's how I'm going to finish off my tails, like that. And I'm just going to make a regular bow as if I'm like tying my shoe. So I'm not going to make my loops too big. I'm going to go around like this. And just pull this ribbon through. Now you're going to want to turn the ribbon where the velvet is facing outward. Loosen this up a little bit so I can get this ribbon turned. Okay. Play with it just a little bit, it'll be fine. And you're going to want to pull until you get both sides about even. it should look something like this, because you're going to want to place it right here above the bells. The next step is to secure your bow to your wreath, and I'm going to do that by using a wire. I'm just going to take the wire through the bow, just like so. Bend it in the middle. You go ahead and place it right above the bells. Take one side of the wire underneath, wrap it around the wreath. Make sure that is straight. And then I'm just going to flip my wreath over and pull that tight. Go ahead and twist that as tight as you can. And I'm just going to lift that up to make sure I have it in the position that I want it in. Okay, that's good. Go ahead and keep twisting. And make sure I secure this good also. Go back and take one side through the wires. I'm going to actually go through both of these. Pull that through tightly. Twist again, and I really try to make sure that these wires will not come off no matter how windy it's outside. Then I'm just going to clip this with the wire cutters. Go ahead and push that down. And I'm going to take a little more hot glue and put that on the top. Let that dry. Right, while that is drying, I'm going to go ahead and get my lights ready. Well, I forgot to go ahead and cut the other side of the bow, so I'm going to want to finish that edge. So I'm going to go ahead and cut a lot of this off. And I'm going to fold this in half, just like I did the other one. Get that cut. Cut this one just a hair shorter so they're about the same length. They don't have to be exactly the same length, but I'm going to cut that just a hair. Okay, so you can see I finished it out. All right, so now we're going to add the lights. Turn this back over. The lights come in this box, so you have to remove them. We don't mind all this trash, we'll get to that later. So there's really, really tiny screws right there, or one screw. You're going to have to unscrew that with a really small screwdriver. In order to get the batteries in. Now these take 3 AA batteries. So I had a really large box of those already at home. All right, so I have this unscrewed, and these little screws are so tiny, so you're going to want to put it someplace where you're going to be able to see it, because when I did some of the other wreaths, I had trouble finding my screw. So anyways, you're going to go ahead and open this up and put your 3 batteries in. Make sure you get them in going the right direction. And then I just want to test to make sure it's working, and it is. So I'm going to go ahead and put the top back on. Grab my little teeny tiny screw and get that tightened back in. And then I'm going to go ahead and remove this tag. Be careful that you don't cut the wire. They wouldn't put these so close to the wire. We're getting there without tearing up the wire. Okay. So we want to be able to secure this. We'll go ahead and take off this little twisty tie. So my husband and I came up with a way to secure this so that we could take it off, put it back on if the batteries burned out. So that's why we decided to use this really heavy-duty Velcro. So you're going to want to cut a piece that just fits right here on the battery pack, that size. Cut that. And then you're going to want to cut a second piece the same size. So I'm just kind of guessing here. All right, so I'm going to secure these together. Now, when we first put these on, we just stuck them down on the wreath, but it didn't stay, so I went ahead and added some hot glue. So I'm going to do that now. Secure it a little better. And we're just doing it right here at the bottom of the wreath. Just push that down, let that dry. Then you're going to want to pull the sticky part up right there. And you're going to want to put your battery box on the side that you open the battery, because you're going to want your switch right on this side. Now this switch has a timer, so once you actually turn it on, I think it goes for 4 to 6 hours, and then automatically turns off, and it'll turn back on the same time the next day, which is so convenient. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that off for right now. And then I'm going to stick that on there. Hot glue's still not dry yet. When that dries, and if I need to change the battery, I should be able to pick up just the top part of the Velcro, and the other side will stay on the wreath. I'm going to let that dry. All right, so now I'm going to want to wrap my lights And I like to do this with them on so I can kind of see where I place them. But I'm going to want to wrap them around the wreath so they're secured. Some people like to put them just in the front, but I tried to do that with one of them and I just found out it stays more secure where I want to place the lights if I wrap them around the wreath. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Tight enough where I can have the light actually poking through on the other side. And you want to lift up these berries or the spruce stems, kind of hide the wire. And you just work your way around the wreath. Now there's only 20 light bulbs here, so you're going to have to actually space it out. You could get a battery pack of 35. I know they sell them on Amazon for 35, but they're a lot more expensive than the 20 pack. But it probably would look better with the 35. You have a lot more lights. Trying to make sure these ones in back actually pull up to the front so you can see them on the front side. Continue wrapping this where I can hide the wire. And when we get to the end, we're going to secure the last bulb with some wire, some floral wire. I'll show you that when I get to the end here. Okay, so we have this last light right here. So you're going to want to take just a half piece of wire and wrap that around the wreath. Make sure the wire is in between both sides. Take this around the back, pull it really tight so you can keep that last piece in place. Now I don't use any hot glue on any of the wire when I put the lights on, because if I need to change out the whole string of lights, you know, in the future, I want to make sure it's easy to get off. Adjust the lights. All right, so now you have a lighted wreath. here's what the wreaths look like on my front door. I think they look so beautiful. I know you can't tell what the lights look like on them, but I will show you in a future video when I decorate my front porch for the holidays. I'm gonna go up a little bit closer so you can see the bells. Those are gold bells and the red velvet ribbon we added. And of course the lighting. This wreath was beautiful with the pine cones and the berries just like it was, but I really do think it elevates it up a step to add that red velvet ribbon and those gold bells and the lighting. These wreaths were from Walmart again, and they were so reasonably priced at $29.99 to get that real touch feel that I know everybody loves so much. But if you like this video, please give me a like and subscribe so you can see more future videos. It also helps for more people to be able to view this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that some of you will try this out. Take care and God bless.